Hello, and welcome back to Crumbling Fair Missoula. Right behind the giant monster. I don't know what these are called. That big version's kind of annoying to fight though. But last time I left off, I was exploring this area, went down the elevator back there. It's going to take a while to get through this zone, hopefully, because I'm going to be as thorough as I think I can be, because it's reasonably contained. But it will be a lot of fighting monsters. I actually half expected that to be a death pit. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of kind of this. Just avoiding combat for a bit, looking around, turning on lights, and just seeing what's up. I will do my best to not miss the boss, the dragon boss, because it's pretty easy to miss. Oh, hello. I'm glad these guys get infinite staggered, with this weapon at least. But the big guy probably doesn't. I don't know what gravel stones are used for. Be wary of liar. Still no hidden path. Yep. You got an item right there. That's all you need. But it's been a little bit. And it's fun to play again. It's not been very long. This is going to be nothing. Hidden path ahead. Beware of liar. Yeah. Or liar ahead. Same thing. The one that's saying that they're a liar might be lying. Ooh. That'd be the real twist. Kind of looks like a person. A chest in the middle there, a head sticking out right above my shield, arm outreached, kind of like caved in stomach because they've been here for a long time, stuck to the tree. Kind of interesting. It's not that, probably, it's probably just a tree. But it's kind of neat to see how weird it looks. Okay, so I think what I'm going to have to do is kill one, run, kill, or hopefully kill one, then run, and then repeat that a few times. I don't think I'm going to be able to because the big guy is very dangerous. Unless he doesn't aggro. Because if I can just kill them like this, then this is easy. Never mind. They react to the death of their friend and not their friend getting attacked. So I don't know, they're kind of bad friends. Like, your friend's getting actively beaten up, and instead of reacting to them being beaten up, you only react to their death. That doesn't feel intentional, that jump up. It kind of has to be, because otherwise you couldn't get back, but yeah, it's stuck. They get stuck a lot. There's a bonus factor that makes the big guy kind of annoying. Perfect. Come on. Up here, please. I really hope that if they make more games after this, in this style, I really hope they eventually fix that element of them where enemies just sort of see you through walls and continue to attack. Because that's just annoying. He's gonna throw up at me. Okay, he tracked me a little more than I was expecting. It's gonna go very poorly. He's gonna death fog. In a big AoE, good to know. Huge AoE even. Okay, I ran into a tree. I missed because he moved. I wonder what these are. Like, they're death monsters, but like, are they a natural creature that evolved? Were they made by the gods of this world, are they... Well, what is it? There's a great word that's used to refer to psychopomp. Like, I think psychopomp is something that is serves the purpose of transporting souls to the afterlife, sort of idea. Like, I think, like, Karen, whatever the pronunciation, is a psychopomp, which is just a great word. It's such a fun word, if I remember what the meaning is correctly. It's still a fun word even if I don't. That's kind of useless. But they could be like psychopomps because of the whole death. The Grim Reaper might be a psychopomp? I'm not sure. I don't know if it's beings that are meant to hunt down souls to bring them to the afterlife, or if it's just the transporters. It's not really a relevant mythological term, because at most it's mythological. I've gone in there, right? Because there's nothing there? Yeah. It's a dead dog. That was probably me, though. Yeah, I might have missed something. It's always possible. As I say it, I missed something. It's pretty good to get. I think that's it. As I go up the elevator, I'm intentionally going slow because I'm going to search the word psychopomp after I have the time to sit still for a second. Because it's kind of hard to search stuff while you're actively moving a controller. I mean, I probably could. It's just a better idea. Yeah, nothing down there. And that's where the dragon I fought was. Basic dragon. Above average dragon. I can't spell it well. Psychopomp. From the Greek word, something in Greek, psychopompus, literally meaning guide of souls. They are creatures, spirits, angels, devils, or deities in many religions whose responsibility is to escort newly deceased souls from Earth to the afterlife. Does this include... Many mythologies and superstitions simply have a personification of death as psychopomp. Such personifications frequently present death as a reaper, even ascribing it the title of Grim Reaper. So I guess the Grim Reaper counts as a psychopomp, but only because they are the personification of death, and they help the souls go to the afterlife. So it's the shepherding of the souls to the afterlife that makes the mythological being a psychopomp. Which, given that it's presumably Greek in origin, that suggests like Karen is like the quintessential example. Anubis, Karen, the goddess Hecate, or Hecate, Hermes. I'm surprised Hermes counts. I'm surprised. I don't know enough about Greek mythology. I'm surprised that Hermes shepherds souls or moves souls to the afterlife. Must be a specific context. The Norse Valkyries, the Aztec Coatl. I don't know how X's are pronounced. But yeah, Anubis, Yama, Karen, or Charon. I think it's probably Karen, mostly because in my mind, for no particular reason, but Karen makes me think of Charon makes me think of Charing Cross, which is I think a station in London. I don't know. I've never been. But it's a train station. It doesn't really fit the... No, I wouldn't be shocked if that was the goal when they named it. Okay, that was a, 270. That was a real spin by that guy. He got some inhuman air. He's not a human. but he's a demi-human probably. Them being demi-humans suggests that they are actually partially human. They're not very... I don't know, they seem... Physically, they appear to be less similar to humans than they are to... Like, chimpanzees are more similar to humans than these are. Though demi generally implies half, but does it have to? Can demi mean just fractional? Yeah, you can drop down here. Not yet, but yeah, you drop down. Somber. That's the 4th somber. So yeah, that's where you go. It's a dragon. And you go all the way around. Somewhere over there is a real pain. Another dragon there. So many dragons here. It's great. I think there's somewhere you can drop down that's a little bit less obvious, but it could be somewhere later. And it might be the path to the dragon boss. But I'm not sure. Okay, so I've got that. That's the way forward, so I need to go out the other door here. Shouldn't have rested. That was a waste. Because now these guys are alive still. Or alive again. But I don't think there's much here, so I can probably just run. Fall off a cliff. Grab an item. And I'm good. I bet I die if I fall there. Well, no, I guarantee I die if I fall there. Come on, let me travel. It's a waste of time. Probably faster to save quit. Or just run back. Whoop. I love being able to jump in this game. It's so nice. I've forgotten all about how... Like, it doesn't really cross my mind much. But being able to jump is so nice. That one kind of looks like a face. With like a beard and a nose. It's not what they're going for, probably. Like that right there is like a nose. Well, actually, both of those could be a nose. The eyes fit under here. I don't know why I'm trying to end the beard at the bottom. That bit of rock there. I could point with the tip of the sword. The bit of rock at the tip of the sword there is kind of like a beard. I don't know why I'm seeing faces. In the trees. Like, there's the term pareidolia. It's either trying to see faces where they are, like, or it's either seeing faces or trying to find patterns, and that's just something people do. Not some, oh, you're suffering from pareidolia. It's just a term for that process, I believe. Sorry. Pareidolia, the perception of a recognizable image or meaningful pattern where none exists or is intended, as the perception of a face, or like such as the perception of a face in the surface features of the moon. It's neat. It's a fun term. You can get in there, but I guess you get in there from above? I'm shocked that I was able to swing there. I guess that's the ultra great sword advantage? Yeah, it's the ultra great sword advantage. The weapons are bigger and they'd be so much harder to use. Never mind, that's the one-handed. If I two-hand? If I two-hand? It is the ultra great sword advantage, good. Two-handed ultra great sword. Except, not always. I guess it's just the distance that it has to be. I wonder what triggers it. So I'm assuming it's some percentage of the length of the weapon. Like if you only hit the wall with the last 5%, 10%, 30%, then maybe that's when it doesn't trigger. Whoops. Ooh. Oh, I didn't get that guy. Whoops. I thought I did. I need to keep moving. Oh, I should have absolutely done the uh the 4 belfries stuff because of the how that is reminiscent of reminiscent is not even the right word. One of them goes here in like not this exact location, but it goes to Crumbling Fair Missoula. And so like this exact setting with minor changes is what you see there. And it's really cool to then come here later after having seen all that. But seeing it in the opposite order doesn't really have the same effect in my mind. Ah, shoot. No, that's back later. Okay. Rude. Golden arrows. I wonder what they're made of. Like, because gold seems wasteful for arrows, because it wouldn't be any better. It's like enchanted, probably, if it's made of gold, but I wonder if that's just the color or whether they are actually gold, is what I'm curious about. It might even say in its entry. Oh, rude. I love getting staggered that much by arrows. I bet they're golden. Okay, let me just satisfy my curiosity. Rude. Golden arrows. I probably went past it already. It's probably in this arrow section. It's not arrow section. What? I guess I could find it here. Yeah, no, it doesn't say anything there. But I could find more info relevant with the Erdtree bow, but it's probably just like golden in the sense of the golden order. Why are skeleton guys like completely immune to stagger? Like, why are these guys harder to stagger than their like living counterparts? Like a strong attack doesn't stagger them at all. Just kind of interesting. Like, is the stagger due to the nerves, physical nerves, being affected as opposed to just being the physics of the situation, where physically they're not able to hold together? Because I guess you could argue that the magic binding the bones is stronger than the muscles of the living ones. Can I jump back up here? Maybe. Definitely not. But I can jump down there, which is fine. It's not rest. I don't think I have to jump down here, though. I think there's another way. No, I think I do have to jump. Because, yeah, that's not going to get me here, so I had to jump. Whoop. Nice corner. Guys are pretty tough for skeleton monsters that can breathe fire. What is the fuel for the fire? Like, they don't have lungs to, like, breathe oxygen. Like, at least skeletons breathing fire doesn't make sense. Skeleton, like, if it's clearly magic, then sure. These, it's less obvious that if it's magic or not. Like, if it's a lich dragon, it makes some sense because it's magical. It can shoot lightning. But if it breathes fire, it's not nearly as magical. I kind of want to see what happens when he revives, but I'd rather just get rid of it. Over here. Up. Up. I fell. Yep. Instead of jumping while pressing the direction at the same time, I pressed the direction after jumping, and so I didn't get enough speed. Which, like, you shouldn't be able to move. Like, jump, push forward shouldn't move you forward, but it does. Whereas it's very different from moving first. Okay, where am I? I'm here. I don't want to go that way. I want to go down this way. I might miss. I didn't miss. Good. So the guy on the right here can be ignored. Where this guy I probably should kill. Okay. I like that their hitbox for their Soul? I got 2 bandit curve swords. I like that the hitbox for their soul is like standing up. It's very convenient. Should have backstabbed again and seen if they would fly off the ledge. Okay. Oh, okay, easy jump. I should have kept track of the number of silly deaths. It would have been fun for me to be like, oh, that's another silly death. Why is this made of like pipes? It looks like pipes or stone. It looks like pillars. It looks like they just took pillars that they would have used around the world and made it into a ladder. Because the cross components, they aren't the same, because I don't think they have the patterns halfway up. It's interesting to look at. I wonder what the methodology was for this ladder. It's a different ladder style that's standing out. And like, you don't really need to put that much into a ladder. People are gonna climb it and mostly ignore it. I'm gonna get jumped here. I'm definitely gonna get jumped, right? Ah, so good. Grave robbing. It's a very interesting way of storing the body. There it is. This is people coming from downstairs somewhere. Down the ladder? No, I think this confused me last time I got here as well. I have no idea how they get here. Because they're not here. They could have shown up from the ground, for sure. They could have just spawned, but I think they come from up above and drop down to kill you. Like up there, maybe? And then they drop down because they hate you. I think I want to go into there if I can. I don't think I need to. Oh yeah, that's just here. Okay, that's good. And then I can drop down here finally, which shouldn't be anything but further down the hallway from where I returned via. Via is via. It's a train. I think I die. That I think was close to death. I think that was very close. But via in Canada, because of via rail, I'm just like, okay, if I say via, if I hear the word via, I just think of that. Why was that like the bleed animation? Oh, whoa. Okay, that was like very floaty, which is a silly way to phrase it, but considering the air, but like the stagger felt odd. Like it felt like a very soft stagger, which is just abnormal. Rune arc. Oh yeah, it died. No rune arc anymore. I kind of want to use another soon, but with all these cliffs and the fact that I will fall, it's not worth it. Continue exploring. Oh. This feels like I'm getting closer to the dual Godskin Apostle. Which is... Honestly, I think my previous build was very good against it. I think I beat it in 1 or 2 tries. Because it was just a lot of stagger and damage that I could do quickly. And I had the Blasphemous Blade, so it healed. It was easy to hit the weapon art to get a fair bit of heal. I think the strong attack is better. Whoop. I didn't get a backstab, but that's fine. Stamina. Barely regened. Beastman Ashes. Okay. Exploration's kind of... I like this area. I kind of think it would benefit if... Oh, I don't want to go down there yet. I think this is kind of the best exploration. After this, like, the start of the game, open world, exploring stuff. I really do enjoy that this section, at least, is very contained. It's large. There's a lot of vertical stuff. It's easy to get lost, kind of. But it's very contained. You can't... It's nice to go from the expansive, explore the open world to a zone that's kind of comforting. You can just kind of relax, fight some monsters, keep running around. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm checking to make sure there isn't another path. I'm pretty sure I will eventually reconnect with the path up above. If I traveled here, I'd have another path to explore. But I'll do this lower path first. Yeah, I mean, I like this area. Like, Mountaintop of the Giants, I don't really love. It's not my favorite place to explore. This one's fun to explore. Because it's... I don't know, it feels like... Sorry. It feels more like previous games. Where... Oh, is this... the duo? Oh yeah, this is the duo. I'll come back in a minute. I want to explore the upper path first. I'm like 90% sure that's the duo. I'm going to switch weapons for that anyway, so I'll deal with that in a minute. I just kind of want to see the upper path first. So Godskin Duo is pretty rough. I beat it quickly last time, so I don't know too much. But it is just 2 of the Godskin Apostles. And I don't think there's anything unique about them. So, like, it's just fighting 2 at once, which is rough. Wait, did I go here to kill? No. This is mirrored below. Kinda, yeah. It's a bit mirrored, which is fun. Oh, it's good. The little beast skeleton guy over there looking out into the void. Dwelling on what its purpose is in life. Hoping that it has a purpose. Backstab. Thank you. Because I don't think those guys have a purpose in life. Or maybe they do. Maybe there's some explanation within the lore of the game. It's like, oh yeah, they serve as the guard of whatever the dragon's name is. It's not Placiduax. That's from something else, isn't it? Maybe it is from this. It is. Okay. For some reason, that name actually sticks in my head. The Dragon Lord Placiduax. Oh, it's Placidusax, but... Yeah, that one there would benefit from the... That's one of those attacks that would benefit greatly, I think, from... that ring, the Crucible Feather Talisman, because I think that second AoE hit of wind after dodging the first dive, I think I wouldn't have been hit if I had, what, 6 more ticks of invulnerability? Yes, this is basically going to be another path to get to the Godskin Apostles. And I think after the Godskin Apostles is where it starts to be confusing for me. I got turned around a lot while exploring down there. I bet it's a bad idea to jump down. I bet you take some fall damage. But I don't know. It just popped up on my compass. Come here. I just keep swinging. Well, that's interesting. If you hit them in that animation where they're doing that. They don't follow up. That's weird. I would have assumed that it would always do the, like, second swirl and then attack instead of being willing to accept their failure. Like, he used his shield to block me. He should have continued his annoying attack. Oh, classic. The, like, slips off, and then instead of falling normally, they just, whoop, zip straight down. Always funny to see. Oh. Gotta be sneaky. Look at these banners. Poorly taken care of. Whoops. That worked out. Wait, is this weapon capable of thrusting? Can I equip the blood tax on this? Wait, no I can't because it's a somber weapon. But this is a thrust attack. So if it was not a somber weapon, could you equip blood tax on it? I think that's a good question. I think it's a question that cannot be answered because it's a somber weapon so you can't swap it, but... Are there any colossal swords that are not somber? I'm not sure. I think this one's somber. I don't know about this one. This one isn't. Does it do a thrust attack? Now the question is, you should not be able to use blood tax on that, in my opinion. But maybe you can. If it does a thrust attack like that, by the, like, words that define what you can equip blood tax on, you should be able to equip it on that. Given that it's a giant colossal sword, I really don't think it should work, but just by the words of the law, I think it should. It should work, I think, by the words. By what is written. But who knows? I think it'd be a bad... Oh, classic. But why? Are they talking about over there? I don't know. Okay. Still not the boss fight. Got to avoid it as long as I can. I mean, I probably should do it as soon as possible so that I can try to do it all today, but... I wonder if the Godskin Apostles resist magic. It's also pretty fun. You attack? Wrong attack, because it didn't bounce. It didn't bounce. Sometimes if it bounces, it's actually good, because that attack... The first attack went through the enemy, bounced off of them, and then I could attack again quicker. Which is pretty funny. Yeah, I'm not going in there yet. I just kind of want to explore around it, tiptoe around it, avoid it as best I can. I think that's it. I think I go to the lower... There might be stuff to explore still, but I think it's just, might as well start the boss. Okay, wait, no, in this game when you teleport you do rest automatically. I should probably use my runes though. Ooh, and test this. Okay, you can thrust with this. I have blood tax equipped over here. So technically I can thrust with this weapon. But you can't equip it, unsurprisingly. Maybe it had a specific rule. I can leave it unequipped. Maybe it had another... Colossal weapons accepted. Okay, they did explicitly add that exception. Which makes sense. I think it's kind of lame. I think it'd be funny to have a giant sword that you use blood tax with. I think it would be very funny. Okay, so. Don't want this. I want the charge. And then I'm ready. Okay, I'm probably gonna use these, or this one that I have. I can make more, right? Yeah. So I can make more. I'm not gonna use it on the first attempt necessarily. So the armor is still whatever. I do kind of like the fashion. I don't love the helmet, the headpiece, the hat. But since I can't see the cloak bit, and all I see is a hat, I actually kind of like it. So that's there. Realistically, if I wanted to do this, I should also have this, but I'm not going to bother. Though that might be a better choice than the shield, I'm not sure. I don't know what the damage boost actually is between the two of them. Oh, who's this? I'm not going to use it, but who is it? Ah, cool. I don't think I've talked to him once in the manor. I want to check my mixed physic. Yeah, that's not a good one for bosses. Break stance. So, up I go. I think they take a little bit to get going. Not as much time as I hope they did. Okay, I think I'd rather kill this guy first, which might be a bad choice. But I think I struggle fighting this one more. Yeah, but this is sort of the big factor of this fight. If you do enough damage, it's not awful. Because if you can kill one quickly, it makes killing the other one a lot easier. And then if you can kill the second one before the other one respawns, it's ideal. Because as long as he's gone, then I'll only be fighting one when this guy comes back for a little bit, just to be extra cautious. They should spawn here. Okay, this guy's the one that spawned. I assumed it would be the big guy. Is this still the one that respawns, or what's this gonna be? I don't actually... Oh, is that the respawn? Like, is that the way it works? This guy respawns the big guy. And it's only the little guy that respawns by themselves. That's interesting, if that's how it works. Yeah. It's really a damage check more than anything, in my impression. Like, if you do enough damage, it's not that bad. This build is super easy. Like, this is easy mode build. But, like, my previous run went the same way, pretty much. Deal enough damage to one, kill them, you're good. He didn't... Like, they don't have the time to do their annoying attacks if you just kill them quickly. I didn't even use the blood boil. I didn't use the banner. Though it's less important for this weapon, but it's possible that rallying standard is preferable to the jellyfish buff if it's a comparable amount of damage. Because while it is minor, two-handing this does give 14 damage. Like, it is still some damage. And back to the previous weapon. Anyway, that's the boss. I totally forgot they were a boss because they weren't very, it wasn't a memorable fight. I'm over-leveled and all that. I think that's actually a big factor for both times that I fought them. I always, like, my first playthrough where I didn't finish the game and I got stuck on Millennia and then just ran out of, you know, actual time to play. So I just couldn't finish that and I couldn't get back into it, so I started a new playthrough. The first playthrough died there. I never went to Farum Azula. Or I started it, but I didn't even get to any of the bosses. I'm also totally lost. But then the second playthrough, I did the Haligtree first. I think doing the Haligtree first and Millennia and all that is a big part. I think I came from here, so I think I want to go behind where I am now. Because down there is going to be the Grace, yep. Which makes this Grace pretty funny. I think through here is where I need to go. I'm going to check here real quick, though. Keep talking is what I do. Oh, yeah, here, okay. But I think doing the Haligtree makes Like, I'm higher level. And since I'm higher level, the fight's easier. I think if I did this before the Haligtree, or if I rushed through the game, didn't explore a ton, didn't get a ton of levels, it would be harder. It's all, if you do enough damage, it's pretty easy. Even with like a melee focused build. It's probably worse with like maybe a non-bleed dex build where you can't really stagger them easily. My previous build was a jumping strength faith build that was more... The only reason it was faith was because of weapons that had faith that were part of them and not spellcasting really. I guess this guy's ranged, so I kind of just have to kill him. Or let the melee guy come at me. I really am not a fan of the throwing weapons curving around pillars. It is part of the game, but they can't see me, so how can they curve their throws this perfectly? But whatever. It's part of the game and it's fine. It's just mildly annoying. I'm going this way first because I think it might not be much, but then there's not much time left today. No, this is progress, I think. Okay, so I want to go the other way, and then I'll stop. Dog. Why is there a dog here? I guess it used to be a place where people lived? I'm more stuck on the, like, how did a dog get here? But if people lived here before it became what it is now, then it makes sense, sort of. Oh, that's just a path. And I just dropped down instead of taking the staircase. Okay, nothing to explore. Like, if they had pets here before, if they raised hunting dogs here before it all became what it is now, it would make sense. I think bringing dogs up here would be crazy. That right there is the path to the dragon fight. That one open right above my hat, that's where you interact, lie down, and get teleported to the boss. You have to go all the way down from some path over there. Okay, I can see it from here, and that's good. But it is going for the jump. Not worth it. I don't even know if it's possible. It might be. But also I need to go here for exploration purposes anyway, so it's not really much of a question. Okay. I guess we'll do this a little bit right now. Rude. And then I'll stop. I'll get these, like, this short exploration component done. And then move on. I'm a fan of them throwing weapons. Oh, cool. That's actually a lot of damage. I'm a fan of the throwing weapons as opposed to them just using bows. It's much more thematically interesting. Okay, I think that's basically it for enemies. Why is there an enemy here? They're just here to harass you? I guess? I mean, sometimes enemies are just there. There's no items. Like, there's an item here, but you could just avoid the guy on the other side of the wall to get here. Oh, is there anything down? No, down is death. Okay, I've explored this. I guess I'll leave it off by trying the jump once. Never mind, I can't. I'd have to go back. I was going to go up the staircase, try the jump, see if I could do it, and then stop. But instead I'll just go to the bottom of the jump. Yes. I will unless it's one of the other ones. One of those empty locations is where you interact. It might not be that one. It might be one further over there even. Yeah. I'll wrap up here. I'll continue this exploration. Hopefully get to something interesting. So do these guys get staggered? Or was my... No, the big versions do also get staggered. Well, that guy had less HP, I'm not sure. Yeah. I'll continue right here with the Dragonland. And hopefully I can get to the dragon fight tomorrow. But I'm not sure. I don't actually know how long it will take to get around to there. But it should be fun if I can get to that boss. So, onwards and aroundwards. I'm actually pretty close. That's a... Yeah. I'm gonna have to go down and take an elevator up to get there to fight the actual boss. Yeah. Onwards and around. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.